Anyone who's ever seen a B-2 Spirit bomber, whether soaring overhead or parked on a tarmac, never forgets it. With its iconic flying wing shape and stealth design, the subsonic Northrop-built aircraft was engineered to bypass enemy radar and strike deep into hostile territory with either conventional or nuclear weapons. Its eerie bat-like silhouette has long symbolized the ability to project fear across the globe, if it's even visible at all. But the era of the B-2 is coming to a close. The U.S. Air Force is gradually retiring its remaining fleet of 19 B-2s as it rolls out the next-generation B-21 Raider, a new flagship bomber that will take over the role by the 2030s. While the B-2's legacy is secure, its story may not be over, thanks to the enduring military partnership between the United States and Australia. This alliance spans more than a century, forged through shared combat in every major conflict since World War I, from the trenches of France and the Pacific naval battles of World War II, to Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf Wars, and campaigns in Afghanistan and Iraq. Often referred to as mateship, this deep bond is rooted not only in history, but in shared values, language, and democratic principles. Decades of cooperation have fostered a remarkable level of interoperability between their militaries, underpinned by the 1951 ANZUS Treaty and bolstered by initiatives like the 2014 US-AUSTRALIANFORCEPOSTUREAGREEMENT. This relationship enables regular USMARINEROTHROUGHGHDARFORCEDEPLOYMENTSAUSTRALIA. Their largest joint military drill, Exercise Talisman Sabre, occurs every 2 years and now includes 17 other nations, ranging from Japan and Germany to India, the UK, and smaller Pacific Island countries. These drills enhance the ability of Allied forces to respond seamlessly to diverse security threats. Australia's strategic location between the Indian and Pacific Oceans makes it an irreplaceable US ally in the Indo-Pacific. While Canberra seeks to strengthen its self-reliance, it benefits from privileged US access to intelligence, technology, logistics, and weapon systems. Australia emphasizes regional cooperation, particularly with Pacific Island nations, and advocates for a rules-based international order. In recent years, it's also expanded its gaze westward toward the Indian Ocean in response to China's growing assertiveness in the north. To this end, Australia is deepening defense ties with India and Indonesia and launching initiatives like Indo-Pacific Endeavour, an annual operation focused on security cooperation with countries like Sri Lanka, the Maldives, and Bangladesh. Military aid, including patrol boats and training, is part of this outreach. Meanwhile, Australia is shifting military infrastructure from its southeast population centres to the west. The Royal Australian Air Force is now upgrading key locations such as the West Island airstrip on the Cocos Islands to support surveillance operations. HMS Stirling near Perth is being expanded to host future nuclear-powered submarines and the new AUKUS Submarine Rotational Force West by 2027. These steps reinforce Western Australia as a strategic springboard into the Indian Ocean. The Royal Australian Air Force is modern and capable, with 72 F-35A stealth fighters, 24 F/A-18F Super Hornets, E-7A Wedgetail early warning aircraft, Growler electronic warfare jets, and Poseidon P-8A maritime patrol planes. Yet it lacks one critical asset, a long-range strategic strike platform. That's where the B-2 comes in. Built by Northrop Grumman alongside Boeing and General Electric, the B-2 is designed to carry 40,000 pounds of bombs, including nuclear payloads, deep into enemy territory without being detected. It's a two-person aircraft, pilot on the left, mission commander on the right, with a 172-foot wingspan and a radar-evading fuselageless shape made from advanced composites and radar-absorbent coatings. Each B-2 weighs 160,000 pounds empty, and more than double that when fully loaded. Its 4 engines generate over 17,000 pounds of thrust each, but without afterburners, ensuring a reduced infrared signature. The result? A high subsonic top speed and a range of around 6,000 nautical miles, extendable to 10,000 with mid-air refueling. Given China's increasingly aggressive actions in the Indo-Pacific, including water cannon attacks on Filipino vessels and unannounced naval exercises in the Tasman Sea, a fleet of B-2 bombers stationed in Australia could serve as a formidable deterrent. In February 2025, China conducted live-fire drills in airspace near Australia's commercial flight corridors and released flares near an Australian surveillance plane, moves widely interpreted as deliberate provocations. At the same time, Beijing has engaged in diplomatic courtship of Pacific nations through infrastructure funding and security agreements, often with dual-use potential. Its 2022 pact with the Solomon Islands raised alarms, as it allows Chinese police and military forces to operate in the region. China has extended similar outreach to Fiji, Samoa, Vanuatu, and Kiribati, several of which have since switched diplomatic recognition from Taiwan to China. In this evolving geopolitical landscape, basing B-2s in northern Australia would drastically shift the Indo-Pacific balance. With the ability to strike nearly any target in the region within hours, the bombers would force China to defend multiple vectors, stretching its missile defenses and complicating its strategic calculus. This deterrent posture would reinforce Australia's 2024 defense strategy, which emphasizes the importance of long-range strike capability. As tension around Taiwan intensifies, U.S. defense officials are increasingly warning of a potential Chinese invasion. While Washington officially upholds a one-China policy, it maintains a robust, unofficial relationship with Taiwan and has ramped up military activity in the South China Sea as part of a peace-through-strength approach. In the event of a Chinese strike, the presence of B-2s in Australia would allow for rapid Allied response and could prevent escalation by complicating China's war planning. Financially, transferring the bombers to Australia, even at no cost, could also benefit the U.S., which would otherwise bear the burden of mothballing the fleet. However, operating B-2s is costly. Maintenance alone runs roughly $40 million per aircraft annually, largely due to the stealth coatings and complex systems. Training Royal Australian Air Force crews would require extensive programs and support, but the payoff would be transformative. Australia would gain not just aircraft, but operational expertise, doctrine, and logistical foundations essential for next-gen platforms like the B-21 Raider. That aircraft, set to replace the B-2 fleet by 2040, is already being eyed by Australian defense experts as a strategic investment. Early operation of the B-2s would accelerate Australia's preparation for B-21 integration, potentially allowing Canberra to join the program in a rotational or collaborative capacity. Despite the appeal, such a transfer remains unlikely. The B-2 is among the most secretive aircraft ever built. Its technologies, stealth materials, internal systems, and nuclear capability are highly classified, and the U.S. has never shared this level of tech with any ally. Even if nuclear functions were disabled, political and technical hurdles remain. Australia's financial commitment to the B-21 and the security sensitivities around the B-2 make the transfer improbable. Still, while the B-2 may never fly under an Australian flag, the broader strategic partnership between the US and Australia will continue to evolve, ensuring both nations remain prepared for the security challenges ahead in the Indo-Pacific. Thanks for watching. For more on the B-2 spirit and its legacy, check out our feature on how this remarkable aircraft performs in action, and don't forget to subscribe to the BAWLER for more military insights.